Have you ever wondered what happens when one person decides to take on, well, pretty much the entire system? Today, we're going to break down a really remarkable document. It's a formal complaint, but it wasn't just sent to one office. Nope. It went to governors, attorneys general, and this huge network of powerful institutions. It's a raw, direct plea for help that honestly brings up some big questions about justice.
And this one sentence, right, from the letter itself, it really tells you everything you need to know. This isn't just some casual email. The author, Dr. Mohamed Ibrahim Fayad, is being crystal clear. He's saying, listen up, this is a legal message. But even more than that, it's a desperate cry for help.
So, okay, who is this person really? And who exactly did he think needed to hear his plea? Because, as we're about to see, the list of people who got this letter, well, it is absolutely staggering.
And get this, what you're seeing here, that's just a partial list. I mean, the complaint was sent to the California Attorney General, the governor's office, federal commissions, huge banks, a bunch of law firms, the police, the media. The list just keeps going. This wasn't him just casting a wide net and hoping for the best. This was a deliberate attempt to light up the switchboard of the entire system.
So what's at the heart of this letter? What is he actually claiming? Well, Dr. Fayad takes direct aim at the very institutions that he believes should have been there to protect him in the first place.
This right here really gets to the core of his complaint. On one side, you have how these places are supposed to be, beyond reproach. But on the other side, you have what he claims is his reality. Places that are managed unprofessionally, that are filled with vicious racism, and where aggressive actions are actually getting worse. I mean, the gap between those two columns is just massive.
And here's a really crucial point. In his mind, Dr. Fayad isn't just some random target. He truly believes these attacks are happening to him because he is an honorable American citizen and scholar. And that just adds this whole other layer to his sense of injustice.
Okay, so we've seen the accusations against the system as a whole. But now let's look at the very personal, very real consequences that Dr. Fayad says he's suffering because of all this.
The letter makes it a point to state this number, 75. That's his age. He also says he's a person with disabilities and, this is a big one, a heart transplant recipient. He's clearly laying out his own vulnerabilities to show just how serious the danger he feels he is in really is.
He uses this incredibly powerful term to describe his situation, total paralysis. And let me tell you, he is not speaking in metaphors here. He's talking about a complete shutdown of the absolute necessities for survival. No health insurance, no medical care, no access to his own money, no way to get legal help.
This chart, wow, it paints such a devastating picture. According to his letter, he reached out to more than 100 different lawyers trying to find someone to help him. And the number of lawyers who are willing to take his case? 0. A flat 0. This visualizes exactly what he means when he says he's been completely shut out of the system.
And then the complaint narrows its focus down to 2 specific, really alarming incidents. These seem to be what pushed him to write this letter, an escalation that brought the whole conflict literally to his doorstep.
Just look at this timeline. It's midnight, on Halloween, when a visitor shows up with an eviction notice for a trial that Dr. Fayad says never even happened. Then, just a few days later, he says he finds his apartment manager and another employee actually opening his front door without his permission. You can just feel the violation, the fear just building and building.
And that's his reaction word for word from the letter. The shock, the outrage, it just jumps off the page. He doesn't just call it wrong, he calls it an act of savagery. For him, this seems to be the exact moment his last bit of faith in anything just completely shattered.
So, you're faced with what you believe is a total system failure, plus a direct invasion of your home. What do? How do you respond? Well, the last part of his letter isn't about defeat. It's about pure defiance.
He comes to the conclusion that he's not living under the rule of law anymore. Instead, he calls it the law of the jungle. I mean, that's such a powerful statement. It means his trust is gone completely. His blind faith, as he puts it, has been shaken right to its core.
And from that conclusion, he lays out a very clear 3-part plan. First, he's going to defend himself, and these very letters will be his evidence. Second, he's going to keep documenting everything, sending more messages to create what he calls a case for justice and history. And third, he makes this powerful promise. He will never, ever give up his rights, even if he has to stand against the entire world.
So, after breaking down this really intense and wide-ranging complaint, we're left with a pretty basic question. This whole document is really a case study of one person's complete loss of trust.
And it forces all of us to ask, when that faith is totally gone, what's supposed to happen next?